Hello, friends. 849 days of war between Russia and Ukraine. In southern war zone on Kherson front, no significant changes. Krinky, Kojachi, Laheri, Antonovsky Bridge, and other islands. Minor skirmishes are taking place. However, medium to long range artillery and UAVs are being used in abundance. Zaporizhia front also by and large remains quieter compared to the earlier times. Positional battle north of Robotin and in northwest Verbov. Also towards Remivki salient, Eurozane, the positional battle continues. In east, on Marinka front, Russian army has entered eastern outskirts of Maximilai and also heavy fight is continuing towards Konstantinovka. In north of Marinka, Russian army continuously storming Ukrainians' position towards Krasnogorovka. However, not much of changes. Avdiivka front, Russian army has advanced towards west of Netailov. Heavy fight continuing within Yaznobrodovka. North northwest heavy fight continuing towards Karlivka and inside as well. And similar situation exists towards Sokol, where fight is continuously going on within the city and northwest of Novoalexandrovka. Towards Horlivka Toretsk direction, Russians' offensive operations toward Toretsk continuing, and it has also reached on the outskirts of New York. Bakhmut front, heavy battle continuing east of Chasiv Yar. Also fight for Kalinovka continuing. Nothing on the southern flanks of Bakhmut. North of Soledar, Siversk region, fight is continuing at Razdolovka and Russians have advanced towards railways, closing in to Vimka. Northeast Kharkov direction, Liman Kremina, Russians have advanced towards Pleshanka and fight is on towards east of Terny. Kupian Swato direction, fight is on near Stelmakhovka and also towards Stepnaya Novosilka. Lastly, coming to North Kharkov, that is Slobozhanske direction, fight within Volchansk continuing. Ukrainians reserves are being brought. Russian army took over aggregate plant and have also advanced towards Volchaya river. As far as Tikhe is concerned, they have also made some gains. In Lipsty direction, Ukrainians carried out counterattacks towards Glubokoi, where they have made some minor gains. And in Lipsty, the Russians experimented probably first time their FAB 3000 bomb, and the effect are still not known. Interdiction missions, Ukrainians continuing their attack on Russian oil infrastructures, while Russian army intercepted 15 of their drones, but few of them reached in Inem, Tumbov, and Krasnodar direction, while Russians are continuing shelling Ukrainians' energy infrastructure. War of attrition is pretty high from both the sides. Palestine Israel Middle East. IDF continuing its attack in North Gaza. In South, they advanced in a former UNRWA warehouse and refugee camp in Al Shabura camp and also made some gains towards Tel Al Sultan. In West Bank, Israeli security raids continuing. Northern Israel, that is towards Lebanon, situation is tensed. Protest by the Israelis continuing in hundreds of thousands demanding Netanyahu's resignation. Putin has finished his round trip from North Korea to Vietnam and back, and American newspapers as well as their spokesperson raising hue and cry on this, and they are denying any gains that Putin might have got, but they are calling it as a danger to the world. In the meantime, Nancy Pelosi came to India to visit Dalai Lama, and she's the one who is trying to raise fire against China. Earlier, she had gone to Taiwan. An analysis from the Arab world says that America is losing Arab world and China is reaping the benefits. Well, this is most likely because Chinese capital is spreading globally and it does not war. It is against any kind of war which may involve China. Its only interest is finance capital and forms of capital in form of sale of arms, its finished goods, its capital going as loan to the various countries and development of infrastructures in various countries. UNICEF, in one of its report, has said that 1 out of 4 children are starving globally, and as far as Indian children are concerned, they are worse than that of Pakistani children. This could be right as the development of India and rise of GDP is pocketed by few capitalists. And that's all. Thank you, friends.